Well, the crypto market just dumped itself and pissed down its own leg. Well, what about the Jackson Hole Jerome Powell pump action? That was short-lived. I told you August was going to be a trap month. ETH is down 9%. XRP is down. But what about the MasterCard XRP action? Wasn't that supposed to get us to the moon? The SEC delayed some ETFs. Ooh, what's a freaking shock? Canary Capital filed for an ETF. I bet you that'll get delayed. What about global stock exchanges trying to crack down on tokenization? They're going after crypto. Why? Because crypto's taking a bite out of their pie. Speaking of pie, my wife's not home, so I have to look at porn.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
What did I say at the end of the last video? Well, I mean, besides the choo-choo bitches, I said, yeah, be careful because August is a trap month. And look what I got up on the screen. Oh, it's a lot of red. And normally I dig red heads, that is, but not red crypto. Now, it's just not the crypto market, it's the stock markets as well. Lots of red up on the screen, baby. But before we get into the crypto news, along with the SEC delaying some ETFs, you know the deal. You, the viewer, matter most. That's why I share your comments at the beginning of every video. Aegon the Conqueror says, burn the houses, save the nails. I mean, burn the credit card, save the XRP. At least it's XRP exposure. That's right, because we were getting the Gemini XRP credit card that was supposed to bring us to Valhalla, bring us to the promised land, bring us lots of money. But what did it bring us? It brought us some red XRP, baby. Even this right here, Join Crypto or Jojo Crypto. Fucked if I know what your name is. Another strapping mainstream adoption for Ripple's token. No, it's not. It's Gemini making money off of issuing a credit card through MasterCard. Come on now, you fucking wank banks. What else do I got for you? I got this. Maddox J says, lol, another nothing burger for XRP. Love the vids. Yeah, the MasterCard thing is a total nothing burger. We've got a Coinbase Bitcoin card. Does that mean it's mainstream adoption for BTC? Come on now, people. I told you August was going to be a trap month. How much more did you need to see this? And I also said that Jerome Powell's Jackson Hole was what? A little bit of fake pumperoni. Why? Because we got until the 17th, until the actual FOMC meeting. And we have until the end of September for what? For the regaronis, baby. So your jabronis should listen. Why? Because ETH is down almost 9%. ETH is leading us pissing down our own legs. And yes, baby, the only thing that's warm is when you pee on yourself. And then when it gets to room temperature, it's not so warm. And then when it's cold outside, it's cold on your leg. Bitcoin down 2%. ETH, like I said, down 9. BNB down 3. Sol down 8. XRP down 6. While altcoin season's at 43 out of 100. What's going on right now? Bitcoin drops to what? 109,000 as the Jackson Hole bounce fades. That's right. Powell's optimism fades because optimism and hopium are just that. Just like the Gemini XRP credit card bullshit. It's all hopium. We need the real action. And what people in the markets are realizing right now is, whoa, what if CPI data comes in hot? What if we have further upticks, I couldn't talk right there, of inflation? That means he'll pause. And we've got some other bad economic data coming out. And we got players taking profits. And we've got the SEC doing SEC things. Hell, we might as well have Gensler at the head of the SEC right now. Why? The SEC posts decisions on the Canary Penguin, yeah, the Pudgy Penguin ETF, and the Grayscale Spot Cardano ETF. Yeah, what's new, girlfriend? Nothing's new. Doesn't matter if we got Atkins, doesn't matter if we got Gensler. We've got the Pausaroni on this pizza. For real, when is the SEC ever going to approve any of this stuff? Now, here's a story you should be interested in. Why? Well, more people now getting pissed at crypto. Global stock exchanges call on regulators to crack down on tokenized stocks. Now, here's the thing. When you tokenize a stock and you say you make it available to everyone, here's the problem. As a stock owner, as a shareholder, you get certain rights, right? Through bankruptcy courts, you get voting rights and so forth. When you tokenize those stocks and you make it available through tokenization, through crypto exchanges, you don't get voting rights. You don't get bankruptcy rights. You get bent over, Rover. So there's part of a problem. So yes, you're giving more people access to the, quote, gains, but you're not giving them the protections. But exchanges now, stock exchanges, are like, yo, you're taking a piece out of our pie, so now we're going to kneecap you. You don't have to kneecap us too bad because we're kneecapping ourselves. Look at the red on the screen. Doge is down like 10% right now. Global stock exchanges are urging top regulators to crack down on tokenized stocks. The World Federation of Exchanges, the WFE, sent a letter to major regulators warning about new risks. This is what they said. We're alarmed at the plethora, love the fucking word. It gets me all moist and sodden. No, it doesn't get me like that. It gets ladies like that. As a plethora of brokers and crypto trading platforms offering or intending to offer so-called tokenized US stocks. These products are marketed as stock tokens or equivalent to stocks, and they're not. No, they're not. You don't get voting rights. So as much as Stellar is out there saying, oh, tokenize stocks, tokenize everything, you don't get the bankruptcy protection, you don't get the voting rights, and you also don't get the information rights either. But bro, we're giving access to people, yes, but you're also not giving them the protections either. The SEC Crypto Task Force, the European Securities and Markets Authority, and the Global Security Watchdog IOSCO's FinTech Task Force were the agencies that received the letter. So now you got stock exchanges and regulators going after crypto companies. That's not good. Canary Capital files for a Made in America crypto ETF. Cool. The SEC is just going to fucking delay it. So you can file for as many ETFs as you want because the SEC is going to delay. Canary Capital, one of the more prolific ETF issuers, is launching a fund focused on US-based crypto projects. Cool. You can make the projects based in Russia for all I can care. The SEC is going to delay it. The investment space is becoming more entwined with politics and culture. On Monday, August 22nd... Wait, what? What? Wait, what? No. Bad article. Monday is August 25th, you AI cyborg freaks. Canary Capital filed an S1 registration for an American-made crypto ETF. On August 22nd, which would have been Friday, get high day, they filed for it. That would be Friday. So whoever proofread your article was a fucktard. ETF will focus on projects that have significant ties to the Los Estados Unidos market. This includes those that have developed, mined, operated, who cares? They're going to deny it anyways. Gemini launches the XRP credit card and expands all SDX. Okay, another nothing burger. Thank you, done. All we care about is what? Markets are going down, Red Knight. Down. Red Knight's going down. Now, what sucks about this, we were at $4.2 trillion. And now we're at 3.78. We got a pumperoni from Jackson Hole. That's this move right here. Check this out. You want to know what's pumps and dumps in the crypto market? It's this. This was the crypto market right here. On the 22nd. Friday. Friday. We pumped from 3.8 trillion to over 4 trillion in the crypto market. Okay? We have wiped out all those gains from Jerome Powell's dovish talk at Jackson Hole. Look at that. We've lost them all. Pumps and dumps. So players made some profits. And what did they do? They lined their pockets with those profits. Go to XRP and what are you going to see? Oh, pumperoni, dumperoni, girlfriend. Yes. So, the Gemini credit card. Yeah, baby. Made you some money. No, it fucking didn't. It's making Gemini money. It's making MasterCard money. And it's making the knob gobblers on Twitter who post $10,000 XRP by Friday money. Ooh. The reality is this. You're going to have a hell of a lot of volatility until Jerome starts cutting and until we get the regs and until we get the ETFs. Because the SEC is going to keep postponing and delaying. I don't care who files them, whether it's Canary Capital or Ballsack Equities. Gemini, Binance, Coinbase can launch any kind of card they want. It doesn't matter if it's XRP, a White Sox card, or a BTC card, or an XLM card, or a Monkey Nutsack card. It ain't helping out the price. It just helps out the issuer. In this case, it's Gemini, Taco Bell. Volume, insane. 7.2 billion. So who's making money? Not XRP holders right now. They're losing money. They're in the red. But exchanges are making money on people buying and selling, aren't they? Oh, okay. Now, Crypto Joe earlier today said next up for XRP is a 200+% move to $9.63. Price is $2.84, so someone was dropped on their head as a kid. Can't fix stupid, can you? Here's another one. 4% back in XRP and purchases. Oh, baby, that's juicy. No, getting 4% back on XRP is juicy, but it doesn't help out the price of XRP. So you can post all you want about the XRP Gemini card, but the truth is, traders are taking profits. Why are they taking profits? Because everyone, a little bit more than a month ago, we were in the $2 zone. So you got plenty of people that bought a month or so plus ago that are like, yo, I'm going to take some profits. Why? Because we got big news with the ETFs, regs, and rate cuts coming up. We're going to play the pumps and dumps because that's what crypto does. So no, Bitcoin could not hold its gains from Jackson Hole. No, ETH cannot hold the gains from Jackson Hole. And what's really, really scary about ETH is, check this out. Watch what happens when I open up the ETH chart. You're going to love this one here, kiddos. I'm going to go to the old candlestickerones. ETH got to a high of 49.53, almost to 5,000. And has now pulled back to 43.54. The bigs out there are taking their profits. They started off by taking their profits in BTC. BTC is in orange. Notice how it was buy BTC, and oh, now it's shifted over to buy the blue, which is ETH. So players rotated from BTC to ETH, and oh, maybe they're taking some profit-aronies in ETH. Interesting. Does that mean they're coming to the alts next? Well, it would make sense, wouldn't it? Because there's a market structure bill that we should be voting on in September. But oh wait, Gemini's gonna save us. MasterCard, our savior. Dudes and chicks, this is crypto volatility. What's new? Nothing. This is a normal Monday for crypto. 5%? Nothing. We do this in our sleep. A little bit of economic concern, a little bit of profit-taking sell-off action. Yeah, nothing burger for us. Why? Because we'll pump 5% here or there. We'll go down 7% here or there. We'll do it all over again. Meet at my house in a week. We'll rehash the news and we'll do it one more time. Hell, August is going to be super volatile. Hell, September is going to be wild volatile because we got big news events happening at the end of the month. And that's what players are doing right now. They're playing the volatility because they know the big shit's happening at the end of the month. I believe September 17th is the FOMC meeting date. CPI date, I believe, is the 12th or 13th. I think it's the 13th. And regs at the end of the month. So what do you think's going to happen between now and then? You think the market's just going to be like, yeah, let's just take off and just chill the fuck out? No! Volatility. Volatile. Pump. Dump. So what happens? So you know the deal, lemon peel. us White Sox fans are gonna drink some water. Why? Because we're used to this. Well, no, actually, White Sox fans are used to more dumps than pumps because our team has been in the dumper for years. But XRP fans, you gotta be used to this. Crypto fans, you gotta be used to this. This is the volatility we're all used to. If this shakes you now, you're either new to the game in crypto, or you have no marbles. Marbles? Marbles. Name the movie. Choo choo what? Choo choo, my dog needs some attention. Hi, sweet girl. Choo choo bitches. Whoa, sweetie. What? Whoa, big girl. Whoa. 28-year-old man. She's a 28-year-old man. Hey. Name that movie reference too. I just threw two of them at you at the end. Choo choo what? Choo choo dogs that I guess have to like pee outside or chase squirrels or something. Video's over. Go. You go pee too. I'm letting them out. You want camera time too? Hi, buddy. I know. Okay, stop. Now the video's really over. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, bye. Yeah, choo choo bitches.